Welcome back to where we bring you the latest, greatest, and most intriguing motorcycles from around the world. Whether you're a cafe racer enthusiast, a modern classic lover, or just a fan of raw, authentic motorcycling, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss a throttle twist in our two-wheeled adventures. The Royal Enfield Continental GT has long been a symbol of the brand's dedication to the cafe racer heritage. It's a motorcycle that tugs at the heartstrings of retro lovers, all while keeping things simple and soulful. And now, for 2026, Royal Enfield has unveiled the all-new Continental GT 350, marking a bold and refreshing evolution in its classic lineup. What Royal Enfield has done really well here is refine the ride character. The power delivery is smoother, the throttle response is crisper, and the engine now revs more freely across the range. The engine's note is still that classic thump, but with a tighter, raspier edge that suits its cafe racer DNA. The LED headlamp up front has a classic round design, but with modern internals that offer much better visibility and energy efficiency. Royal Enfield is offering the GT350 in some stunning new colorways, from stealthy matte blacks and grays to vibrant reds and yellows that scream old-school speed. And of course, for those who want to personalize, there's a whole catalog of genuine accessories, from clip-on handlebars and bar-end mirrors to seat cowls and custom exhausts. Despite the aggressive looks, the GT350 is surprisingly easy on the rider. The clip-on handlebars are positioned slightly higher and wider than the older GT535, making for a more natural riding posture. The rear-set foot pegs give it that authentic cafe racer feel, but the triangle formed with the bars and seat is far less punishing on the wrists and lower back. The seat height is a manageable 800 millimeters, which means even shorter riders will feel confident astride it. The new single-piece seat has more padding and better support, and even the pillion seat, if you choose to fit it, is broader and more accommodating than previous GT models. Suspension duties are handled by 41 mm telescopic forks up front and twin gas-charged shocks at the rear, both tuned for a mix of comfort and stiffness. The ride quality, especially over city roads, is plush enough to handle potholes and uneven surfaces, while remaining taut enough for spirited cornering. Speaking of cornering, let's talk handling. This is where the GT350 shines. It's not a track monster, but the chassis is beautifully balanced. The double cradle frame is stiff enough to inspire confidence, and the relatively light weight, just under 190 kilograms, means it's nimble in the corners. The new 18-inch wheels paired with tubeless CAT Zoom Cruise tires provide adequate grip for both city and twisty rides. Whether you're carving through mountain roads or just slicing through urban traffic, the Continental GT350 feels planted and predictable. It responds well to rider input, changes direction smoothly, and stays composed even when leaned over. Braking has also received an upgrade. The 300 mm front disc and 270 mm rear disc, paired with dual-channel ABS, offer progressive stopping power. The lever feel is improved and the bite is more immediate without being grabby. Exactly what you want in a retro-styled cafe racer. So what's the ride experience like? In one word, engaging. The Continental GT350 isn't about blistering speed or aggressive acceleration. It's about being involved in the ride, feeling every thump, every shift, every corner. It's about riding for the joy of it. It's the kind of bike that makes you want to take the long way home, stop for coffee at that vintage-themed cafe, or just park it outside and admire its timeless lines. There's a certain honesty to this motorcycle. It doesn't pretend to be something it's not. It's not trying to be a sport bike or an ADV. It's just a beautifully crafted cafe racer that invites you to slow down, lean in, and enjoy the ride. Now let's talk about tech and features. Royal Enfield has kept things simple, but not outdated. The dual-pod instrument cluster has an analog speedometer and tachometer, with a small digital display for trip, fuel, time, and gear position. You also get turn-by-turn navigation through the Tripper pod, now optional instead of standard, which helps keep the base cost down. There's also a USB charging port, an engine kill switch, and hazard lights, all practical touches for modern-day use. The lighting setup is all LED now, from headlamp to indicators and tail light, which adds both function and flair. What's refreshing is that Royal Enfield hasn't overloaded the GT350 with unnecessary tech. There are no riding modes, no traction control, no TFT screens. Just the essentials, executed well. It's analog with a modern twist, perfect for riders who value the experience over gadgets. Fuel economy and range are another strong suit. Thanks to the air oil-cooled engine and well-calibrated fueling, you can expect around 35 to 40 kilometers per liter depending on your riding style. With a 13.5-liter fuel tank, that gives you a real-world range of over 400 kilometers, more than enough for weekend getaways or daily commutes. Maintenance is also relatively simple. Royal Enfield has improved reliability dramatically in recent years, and the new engine architecture is designed for easy servicing. Oil changes, chain maintenance, and valve adjustments are straightforward, and service intervals are reasonable. Royal Enfield has priced the 2026 Continental GT 350 aggressively. Depending on the market and variant, you're looking at a starting price equivalent to around $3,700 to $4,200. That puts it in a sweet spot. More affordable than many modern classics from Triumph or Honda, but packed with heritage and charm. Its main competitors? Think Honda Ness CB350, Jawa 42 Bobber, and even RE's own classic 350. But what sets the GT350 apart is its focused styling. It's the only true café racer in this price bracket that offers authentic looks, engaging performance, and a factory finish that feels both vintage and premium. If you're a younger rider looking for your first classic-styled motorcycle, or an experienced rider who wants something to remind you of simpler times, the GT350 is a compelling choice. So, should you buy the 2026 Royal Enfield Continental GT350? If you're looking for a motorcycle that blends retro aesthetics with modern engineering, that values feel over figures, and that delivers a ride experience that's soulful and satisfying, then yes, this bike is worth every penny. It's not about going the fastest or being the flashiest. It's about the connection between rider and road, between past and present. And in that sense, the GT350 absolutely nails it. It's a bike that turns heads, sparks conversations, and makes you fall in love with riding all over again. Outro, 30 seconds. That wraps up our deep dive into the 2026 Royal Enfield Continental GT350. If you enjoyed this video and want more in-depth looks at modern classics and the best bikes from around the globe, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment with your thoughts, and hit that subscribe button. We've got more exciting machines coming up, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and as always, ride safe, ride free, and I'll see you in the next one.